I'm just getting ready for today while we keep on cooking up integrity. And since Alexis can't be with us and we miss her so much, I decided to invite a friend to help me today. So I'd like you guys to meet my very special friend, Chef Jack. Jack, say hi.
Hi kids, how are you today?
Chef Jack is going to help me as we keep on learning about cooking up integrity. So, what is integrity?
I know. Integrity is choosing to do the right thing no matter what.
That's right, Jack. Let's think about that. You said it's about choosing. Integrity is all about choices. The choices we make, whether we have integrity or not, decide what kind of person we're going to become and how people will know us and remember us. So, what kind of person do you want to be?
I'd like to be remembered as a person who is kind.
That's a good one, yeah. People who have integrity are kind. So, think about a person that you know who has integrity. Can you think of one?
Yeah.
Who?
Miss Alexis.
Oh, yeah, she does have integrity. Okay, well, do you like to be around her?
Yes, I like to be with her and she makes me feel safe.
Oh, that's really good. Okay. Well, can you think of someone you know who doesn't have integrity?
Yes.
Who was that?
My second cousin, third removed from the fifth line of my great aunt.
Wow. And do you like to be around your second, third, fifth cousin?
His name was Phil.
Oh, okay. Do you like to be around Phil?
No, one time Phil used the water from his neighbor so he wouldn't have to pay for it, and I felt like it was kind of shady.
Oh, yeah. We can tell that Phil really didn't have integrity. Well, whether we have integrity or not is going to change how people see us and how we're remembered. So, in our stories today, we're going to talk about different people and how they were known and remembered. Are you ready to help me?
Yeah, sounds good.
All right, so let's look at some stories in the Bible to see how these people acted, what choices they made, and how we remember them.
Yeah.
Okay, so the first story is about Jesus.
Ooh, I like Jesus.
Yeah, and the kids know a lot about Jesus. So this story is from when Jesus was arrested, right before he was killed. Yeah, so he went before Pilate, and Pilate was supposed to judge whether Jesus was innocent or guilty.
Guilty!
I'm
sorry.
So, Pilate was going to judge Jesus. So, after questioning Jesus, Pilate realized that Jesus was innocent. He didn't do anything wrong.
Wow, Jesus lived with integrity, and Pilate saw that.
That's right, and we can see that too when we look at Jesus' life in the Bible.
That's right. So because Jesus chose to follow what God said and make the right choices, he's known as someone with integrity.
Yep. All right, let's look at another example from the Bible.
Oh, good.
This one is about two brothers. So, I'm going to tell you the story and you can tell me after which one had integrity and which one didn't.
Oh, okay, I'm good at guessing.
Okay, so Abel was the first brother and he took care of sheep, and his brother Cain was a farmer.
Oh, that's easy. No one who works with sheep can have integrity.
No, I don't think that's it. Keep listening and then try again at the end, okay?
Okay.
All right, so one day Abel and Cain went to bring sacrifices to God. So Abel brought the firstborn of one of his animals, the very best of one of his animals. And Cain brought some produce, something from his harvest, but not his best.
Vegetables?
Yep. God said he was pleased with Abel's sacrifice, but not with Cain's. So later, Cain asked Abel to come to the field with him.
Yeah.
and then he killed him.
He killed him? Oh, that's awful.
Yeah, it is.
He killed his own brother? I've changed my mind. The sheep guy had integrity.
How could you tell?
Well, Abel chose to give God his best, even though his brother didn't.
Okay, but what about Cain?
Cain chose to keep the best for himself, and he killed his brother.
That's right. So are you saying that their different choices make a difference in how we remember these two brothers?
Oh, yeah.
All right, the last story we're going to look at is a man named Abraham. Abraham and his wife Sarah were very old, almost 100.
Whoa, that is old.
Yeah.
I'm almost 9, and I thought that was old. That's almost double digits, but he's triple digits. 100. Wow.
Yeah. So they were very old, and they didn't have any children. But one day, God told Abraham that he would make him the father of many nations.
Big Daddy.
Yep. He told Abraham to count the stars in the sky and the sand on the shore, and that's how many descendants he would give him.
Whoa, but no one can count that high.
Exactly. God was saying he would give Abraham so much family that no one would even be able to count.
Wait a minute. Didn't you just say Abraham and Sarah were really old and they didn't have kids?
And that is why it's so amazing that Abraham chose to believe that God would do what he said even when it seemed impossible.
Wow. So Abraham had integrity because he chose to believe God no matter what, and to obey God and do what God would tell him to do.
That's right. And you know what?
What?
Hundreds of years later, they wrote about Abraham in the Bible, and they remembered him as someone who had great faith and showed integrity in making the choice to follow God and believe him.
Wow. Those were all great examples of people who made choices. People will remember them for years and years and years and years and years.
Yep, some were remembered because of good choices and some were remembered because of bad choices.
That makes me want to live with integrity. I want people to know me and remember me for making good choices. Choices that honor God, not stinky choices that hurt God and other people.
Yeah, me too. All right, now we're going to work on our memory verse. So, remember last week we talked about how our memory verse helps us because integrity is all about choices, and it helps us to remember to make good choices, choices that honor God.
The choices we make decide who we will become and how we will be made known.
That's right. So, we're going to look at our verse two different ways. One of the ways is a reminder that will help us make the right choices and to walk with integrity. The other verse tells us to choose whatever we feel like and what feels good in the moment. So, see if you can help me tell the difference in which one's the right verse and which one is the wrong verse.
Okay, I'm an expert verse chooser.
All right, listen carefully. Are you ready?
Ready.
Okay, the first one says, think carefully about the paths that your feet walk on. Always choose the right ways. Don't turn to the right or the left. Keep your feet from the path of evil. Proverbs 4:26 through 27.
That sounds pretty good.
Okay, what about this one? Don't think about the paths that your feet trip on. Always choose the wrong ways. Turn in any direction you feel like and keep your feet from the path of good. And that verse is found in The Guide to Doing It All My Own Way, number 1.
That doesn't sound very good. I'd say the first one. Definitely the first one. We need to think carefully about our choices. We want them to honor God. We want to have integrity and not be selfish or disobey or be sneaky.
That's exactly right, Chef Jack. Good job. All right, now we're going to pray. Would you guys pray with us? Jesus, we thank you for letting us be together today and learn about having integrity. And we just pray that you would help us to walk with integrity, to make good choices, choices that honor you and help us to love people. Thank you for being with us, and just pray that you be with each one of the kids today and just give them a special blessing. And we love you. Amen.
Amen.
All right, you guys might have noticed that I have some cookie decorating supplies out here. So we're going to play a game with these cookie supplies.
I love games.
Me too. So if you guys have ever seen the show Nailed It,
Oh, I love that show.
yeah, I thought you would. So the show Nailed It is about these people who come and they get shown a picture of this amazing looking dessert, and then they're supposed to recreate it. But usually they don't do so good. So we're gonna play that game today. Here is the picture of what we're trying to make.
Nice.
So I'm gonna pick my favorite one. I'm gonna do the heart eyes emoji.
Ooh, that's a pretty one.
Yeah, so I'm gonna try to make it as close to this picture as I can. And when I'm done, Chef Jack is gonna judge between my cookie and the picture. Okay? Let's go. All right, I'm finished. Are you ready to look?
Yeah, good job.
Oh, thanks. Okay, here's mine.
Oh, I see. Yes.
And here is the original.
Oh.
So, what do you think?
Well, it's kind of close, but not exactly right.
Mm-hmm. Well, you know, this cookie and this cookie, it's kind of like God's way and our way. You know, we try our best to do the best we can, but we always fall short of God's way because God's way is perfect. Exactly. God's way is perfect and the best. The choices we make, which way we choose to follow, just like our verse said, make a difference in what kind of person we will be. So, thanks for cooking with us this week, and keep listening as we keep making a recipe for integrity, and thank you, Chef Jack.